Nina pushed the bathroom door open and froze. Her boyfriend, the one who just sent her 5 million naira that morning, was kneeling in front of the WC. In his hand was a slice of bread, and he was dipping it into Nina's pool. He took a big bite, chewing slowly like it was the tastiest thing in the world. When their eyes met in the mirror, she knew her life was over. But let me start from the beginning, so you understand how a girl like Nina ended up in hell. 3 months earlier, 3 girls lived together in a big fine house in Banana Island, Lagos. The house was so beautiful, marble floors so white they hurt your eyes, big windows, crystal chandeliers that shine like stars. The 3 girls were Nina, Joy, and Ngozi. Nina was the queen, 24 years old with a body that could stop traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge. Her Instagram had 3,000 followers. Every photo was a flex. Hermes bags, Louboutin heels, champagne at Kellogg's. Men fought over her like hungry dogs over meat. Joy was Nina's best friend, her hype woman, her partner in the game they played. They did everything together. They went to clubs, met rich men, collected money from them. That was how they lived. Some girls called it prostitution, but the girls called it smart business. Then there was Ngozi. Ngozi was different. She worked at a bank in Victoria Island, Monday to Friday, 8 to 5. She wore modest dresses and nude lipstick. Her boyfriend, Tunde, currently jobless. 3 years ago, when they met, he worked at an oil company, senior analyst. He was pulling in 2 million monthly, living in a nice flat in Lekki Phase 1, driving a Lexus. They were that couple, the stable one, the one everyone said would get married. But then his company downsized. Tunde got laid off temporarily till further notice, and getting other jobs had been difficult. He had to sell the Lexus and move to a smaller apartment. Nina and Joy watched Ngozi stand by him, and they thought she was the biggest fool in Lagos. "Ngozi, are you mad?" Nina would say, scrolling through her phone as another alert dropped, 500k from her latest cash. Tunde cannot even afford to take you to Transcorp Hilton anymore, and you are still there forming faithful wife? For what? Joy would join in, applying her makeup at the vanity mirror. "Babe, you are 26 years old. This is your prime time. Your market is hot now. In 4 years, you will be 30, and these men will be chasing 22-year-olds. Use your sense. You people don't understand," Ngozi would say quietly. "Tunde loves me. When he gets back on his feet." "Gets back on his feet?" Nina would laugh. That cruel laugh that sounded like breaking glass. "Babe, Nigeria has finished that boy. He will never be rich again. Meanwhile, look at us. We are living large. We paid for this apartment. We stocked the fridge. We even bought you that shoe you are wearing because we felt sorry for you." It was true. The penthouse was 8 million naira a year. Nina and Joy covered it. The DSTV premium, the generator diesel, all of it. Ngozi contributed what she could from her 180k monthly salary, and it was like throwing a cup of water into the ocean. "I keep telling you," Joy would say, softening her voice like she cared. "Just manage one rich guy on the side. Not even plenty, just one. Tunde doesn't have to know. Get your money up. Help yourself." "That's betrayal," Ngozi would whisper. "No, baby girl," Nina would respond, popping open a bottle of wine in the kitchen at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. "Poverty is betrayal. Suffering is betrayal. Staying broke when you are this fine is betraying yourself." Nina cycled through men like seasons. There was Alhaji Musa with the construction company. He lasted 2 months until she met Emeka, the politician's son. Emeka was good for 3 months until she upgraded to Jide, a Yahoo boy who had just blown 50 million on a fraud scam. But Jide's money finished after 6 weeks. EFCC froze his account and Nina moved on without blinking. Joy stuck with her regular roster, 3 guys, steady rotation, each giving her between 200k to 500k monthly. It was good money, but nothing compared to Nina's odds. "Joy, your problem is you think too small. Nina would say as they got ready for clubbing on Friday nights. You are collecting 200k from one man like you are doing charity work. Me, I don't open my legs for less than 1 million. Set your standards higher. They'd step into the club like celebrities. Nina in a gold bandage dress that cost 400k. Joy in silver sequins. The bouncers knew them. The promoters gave them VIP sections for free because their presence attracted big spenders. Men would orbit around Nina like planets around the sun. By the end of the night, she'd have 5 numbers and would pick the richest one by Monday. Ngozi never went with them. She would stay at home, video calling Tunde, watching Netflix, going to bed early like somebody's grandmother. She's wasting her life, Joy told Nina one Saturday morning as they nursed their hangovers with room service breakfast. Let her waste it, Nina shrugged. More money for hers. It was a Thursday night at Blaze nightclub. They didn't even plan to go out, but a promoter called Nina about the new hottest Yahoo boy who is celebrating his birthday, guaranteed big spenders. The club was full of wealth. You could smell the money mixing with the smoke and expensive perfumes. Nina and Joy sat in VIP section, drinking bottles of expensive alcohol. That's when Joy saw him watching Nina. He was young, maybe 28, 29. He was fine too, tall, clean cut, wearing a simple black shirt that somehow looked expensive. His watch was a Patek Philippe. That watch alone cost 20 million naira. He didn't approach immediately like the thirsty ones. He watched Nina dance, sipping his drink, a small smile on his face. Finally, around 2 a.m., he walked over. You are very beautiful, he said simply to Nina. She looked him up and down, already calculating. Thank you. I'm Damian. He handed her a business card. I'd like to take you to dinner tomorrow, somewhere nice. How nice? Nina asked, because they always like to know the price first. Damian smiled wider. Nice enough that you will never forget it. He left after that, didn't even ask for her number, just walked away. That first dinner, Damian took her to Sky Restaurant, the one on top of a tall building where you can see the whole city. He spent 400,000 naira on food alone. He drove her home in a big black Mercedes Jeep. At the door, he handed her an envelope. For your time tonight. Nina opened it immediately. She stepped inside her apartment. 1 million naira cash. Jesus Christ, she whispered, showing Joy, who was in the living room. Joy, this man just gave me 1 million naira for dinner. Dinner. The next week, he took her shopping at Alara, told her to pick whatever she wanted. Nina came home with many bags, Gucci, Fendi, Balenciaga, shoes, bags, clothes, jewelry, at least 5 million naira worth of items. He didn't even blink, Nina said, her hands shaking as he showed Ngozi and Joy everything. I picked up a bag for 800k and he said, get 3 colors. Even Ngozi was impressed, though she tried to hide it. Just be careful, Nina. Careful of what? Nina snapped. Money? Success? Everything you are too scared to have? By week 3, Damian was sending Nina 5 million naira every Friday, like clockwork. No sex yet. He hadn't even kissed her. Just money, shopping, dinners at the most expensive restaurants in Lagos. Joy was going crazy with jealousy. Nina, you have to tell me what you are doing differently, Joy begged one night. I've been in this game for 4 years. The most I've ever gotten is 500k in 1 month. You are getting 5 million weekly. What is the secret? I don't know, Joy, Nina said, but something in her voice was off. He just really likes me. We haven't even had sex yet. He just gives me money. Joy didn't believe her. But what could she say? By the second month, Nina had more designer things than a shop. Her bathroom was full of expensive creams and perfumes. Some cost 200,000 naira per bottle. She bought new iPhone 17 Pro Max, new MacBook, everything new. One evening, one of Joy's regular guys, Chidi, the one who usually give her 300k per outing, called her. Joy, that's your friend Ngozi, the quiet one. What about her? Joy asked. Can you hook us up? I like her style. I'll take care of her. Regular. If you run it for me, I'll give you 1 million naira. Shidi, since me and you have been together, you've never given me more than 300k before. But no wahala, I go run am for you, Joy said. But you must press my 1 million. Oh. Joy went to Ngozi immediately. Babe, Chidi is interested in you. He's offering 500k per meet up just to be his side piece. Think about it. That's more than double your salary. Ngozi looked up from her laptop where she was working on some bank reports. Joy, you know I'm not a fan of this kind of lifestyle. Besides, I have a boyfriend who is broke. Ngozi, wake up. 500k, you can help Tunde with it sef. He doesn't have to know where it's coming from. The answer is no, Ngozi said. Nina overheard and stormed in. Are you stupid? Do you know how many girls would kill for this opportunity? 500k steady money. For what? Just to go out with a guy sometimes, sleep with him once in a while? And you are here forming Virgin Mary. I love Tunde, Ngozi said quietly. Tunde is a failure, Nina screamed. He has failed you. He cannot take care of you. We are the ones taking care of you in this house. We pay the rent. We buy the food. We even gave you money for your mother's hospital bill last month. And this is how you repay us. With this your stupid loyalty to a man who cannot afford ordinary pizza. Ngozi stood up, tears in her eyes. You know what? I'll move out. Move to where? Nina laughed. To Tunde's one room in Ikeja, where he shares a kitchen with 5 other people. Please go, let's see how you survive. But Ngozi didn't move out. She couldn't afford to. One Friday, Nina went to spend the weekend at Damian's house. He lived in Ikoyi, a massive mansion that looked like something from a movie. She sent Joy pictures, the swimming pool, the cinema room, the master bedroom with a bed the size of a car. I'm sleeping over tonight and tomorrow, she texted. This man is the one. I think I'm going to lock him down properly. Saturday morning, Joy's phone rang. It was Nina's number, but when she answered, all she heard was screaming. Joy, please, you have to help me. Please, God, please. The line went dead. Joy called back immediately. It was straight to voicemail. She tried 20 more times. Nothing. Her hands were shaking. She woke Ngozi up. Something's wrong with Nina. They would have tried calling Damian, but they don't have his number, nor know where he lives. For 5 hours, they panicked but hoped that all is well. Then, at 6 p.m. on Sunday evening, Nina's Uber came to the house. What stepped out of that car was not the Nina they knew. Her designer dress was dirty, torn at the shoulder. Her hair was matted, but the worst part was her face, completely blank, eyes empty like a dead person. Nina, Joy ran to her. What happened? We've been calling. She walked past her like she was invisible, went straight to her room, locked the door. For 4 days, Nina didn't come out. They could hear her in there, crying, sometimes screaming. She didn't come out to eat. On the first day, Joy used the spare key to open her door. Nina was lying in bed and the sheets were soaked, not with water, with blood stains. Nina, what? It can't stop, she whispered, her voice destroyed. I'm seeing blood. It's not even my period. I just did my monthly menstruation last week. She looked at Joy with dead eyes. The blood won't stop. I'm bleeding through everything. We need to take you to a hospital. No, she grabbed Joy's arm with surprising strength. No hospitals. I can't tell anyone. If I tell anyone, I'll die. Die? Nina, what are you talking about? But she just turned away, calling into a ball and wouldn't say another word. The bleeding continued. Nina, who was the most beautiful girl they knew, was falling apart. She had to wear diapers like a baby. She couldn't leave the house. Her Instagram went silent. Then, 2 weeks later, someone knocked on their door. It was Damian, but he looked different in a way Joy couldn't explain. I need to speak to Nina, he said, and his voice was desperate. Nina appeared from her room, walking slowly, a diaper bulge visible under her loose dress. We have to go back, Damian said. Baba says if we don't come back today, we'll both be dead by next week. That's when Joy understood. This was not hospital matter. This was something else. Nina, what did you do? Joy whispered. She didn't answer. She just followed Damian out to his car. She never came back to the apartment. 6 months later, Ngozi moved out after Nina left. She said she couldn't afford the apartment anymore, and honestly, Joy couldn't afford it either. Without Nina, the 8 million naira rent was too much for one person. She moved to a smaller place in Lekki Phase 1, started cutting down her lifestyle, but she was still hustling. She was still meeting men in clubs, still collecting money. One Thursday afternoon, Joy was in the market buying some things when she saw her. A woman was selling bottled water on the road, going from car to car in traffic. She was thin, her clothes faded, her hair rough, but something about the way she moved. Nina, the woman looked up. It was her, Nina. The same Nina who used to make men fight over her, now selling water for 50 naira. Joy moved closer. Nina, oh my God, Nina. Nina tried to walk away, but Joy caught her arm. What happened to you? Nina's eyes filled with tears. I can't talk about it, Joy. Please, if I tell you what happened, I will die. He said I will die. Who said? Damian? We are married now. We have to stay together, or we both die. But the money is gone. Everything is gone. The priest said. She stopped, clapping her hand over her mouth. I can't say more. Priest? Nina, what the fuck happened at the house? But Nina was backing away, shaking her head violently. I have to go. Damian is waiting. We need to make at least 2,000 naira today, or we can't eat. Joy watched her disappear into traffic. Her blood went cold. That night, Joy couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about Nina's empty eyes, the way she said the priest, the way she said she would die if she talked. What did Damian do to her? Some months later, Joy was at the mall buying groceries when someone called her name. Joy! She turned around and her jaw dropped. It was Ngozi, but not Ngozi she remembered. Not the broke Ngozi they used to laugh at. This Ngozi was glowing. She wore a simple but clearly expensive dress. Her hair was freshly done. On her wrist was a bracelet that cost at least 5 million naira. Ngozi, you look amazing. She smiled. Thank you. How have you been? I'm okay, but you, what happened? Did you finally leave Tunde and find a rich guy? Ngozi laughed. No, Joy. I'm still with Tunde. We got married 4 months ago. Joy looked at her like she was speaking Chinese. Married, but Tunde was broke. How are you affording? She gestured at her outfit, her jewelry. Remember that company that downsized him? Well, last year, they got a massive contract from Shell. 40 billion naira. They called Tunde back, made him a director. His salary now is 5 million a month, plus bonuses. He bought me a Range Rover for my birthday. Joy felt like someone had punched her in the stomach. Joy couldn't speak. Her mouth was open, but no words came out. Nina, Joy finally managed to say. Have you heard about Nina? Ngozi's smile faded. Yes, I saw her last month. She was at a mechanic shop in Surulere with some man. They were both doing manual work, carrying tires. I tried to talk to her, but she wouldn't really explain what happened. She wouldn't tell me anything either. I'm also facing my own predicaments now. Last month I got pregnant and terminated it as usual, but things got out of hand. I lost my womb. Doctor said I can never mother a child again. Ngozi closed her eyes briefly. I tried to warn you all, but nobody wanted to listen. She reached into her bag and pressed an envelope into Joy's hand. There's 500k in there. Use it to start something clean. Joy, it's not too late to change. That night, Joy went looking for Nina. She found her in Ajegunle, in one of those face me I face you compounds where 10 families share one toilet. She and Damian were living in a single room. Damian was sitting in the corner, staring at the wall with those same empty eyes Nina had. Joy, Nina said when she saw her. She sat on the edge of the mattress. The whole place smelled like kerosene and poverty. Nina, please, tell me what happened. Maybe I can help. You remember that last weekend I went to his house? Nina asked. Joy nodded. Everything was perfect. The house was like a palace. Damian treated me like a queen. That night, we had dinner, expensive wine, everything. Nina's hands started shaking. The next morning, after breakfast, I went upstairs to use the toilet. When I was done, I went back downstairs to watch TV. Then I remembered I forgot to flush. I went back up to flush it. Nina's voice dropped to a whisper. The door was opened and I saw him. He was kneeling in front of the toilet. He had a slice of bread in his hand, and he was dipping it into the WC, into my poo, and he was eating it. Joy's stomach turned over. I screamed. I tried to run, but he was fast. He hit me, and I fainted. When I woke up, my hands were tied with red clothes. I was in some shrine, clay pots everywhere, animal skulls, candles, smoke. There was an old man there, a native doctor. What did the native doctor say? Damian spoke for the first time, his voice empty. He said I broke the ritual. The money ritual requires total secrecy. The spirits give you money, unlimited money, but you must eat the poop of each woman you sleep with. That is the exchange. Their waste becomes your wealth, but if anyone sees you doing it, the ritual breaks. Joy wanted to vomit. The priest made me drink something, Nina continued, made me swear an oath. He said if I ever told anyone what I saw, my blood would boil and I would die in pain. But even with the oath, the damage was done. The ritual was broken. He said we had two choices, Damian added, his voice cracking. Marry each other, live together forever, or die. But the price was our wealth. Everything would be taken away. We would become poorer than we ever imagined. That's the punishment for breaking the ritual. And the next day, everything started disappearing. Damian's bank accounts emptied. Millions of naira just vanished. His companies collapsed. His cars were taken. His house was taken. Everything he gave me, all those designer clothes, bag, jewelry, I had to sell them just so we could eat. The bleeding, that was the spirits punishing me for seeing the ritual, Nina added. It stopped after we got married, but by then, everything was already destroyed. Joy left them there and walked back into the Lagos night. Ngozi's 500k envelope heavy in her bag. Joy used Ngozi 500k to start a small business selling clothes online. It was slow, hard work. Nothing like the fast money she was used to, but it was clean. She saw Ngozi one more time at a charity event in Victoria Island. Ngozi was there with Tunde, both of them glowing with real happiness. Joy! Ngozi hugged her. I heard about your business. I'm so proud of you. She paused. Have you seen Nina? Joy nodded. Last month, she's still with Damian. Still poor, still trapped. I pray for her every day, Ngozi said softly. As Joy watched Ngozi and Tunde live in their Range Rover, she thought about how different things could have been if only they had listened, if only they had been patient, if only they had known that shortcuts don't take you forward, they take you to hell, and some prices are too high to ever pay back. Fast money is never free. Someone always pays, and sometimes that person is you. If you made it to the end of this story, drop a comment and tell me what you learned. Did Nina deserve what happened to her? Should Ngozi have helped her friends more? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more powerful stories every week. Your next story is waiting. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Remain blessed.